Hey, I'm golf broadcaster Matt Adams. The updated and expanded second edition of my book, The Golf Round I'll Never Forget, Golf's Biggest Stars Recall Their Finest Moments, is now available. Readers can expect to march with Arnie's Army at the 1960 U.S. Open, relive Jack Nicklaus's remarkable 1986 Masters win, and be amazed by the Tiger Slam. The Golf Round I'll Never Forget, Golf's Biggest Stars Recall Their Finest Moments. Pick it up where fine books are sold, including BarnesandNoble.com and Amazon.com.
It's December 3rd, and on this day in sports history in 1956, Wilt Chamberlain made his official collegiate debut with the Kansas Jayhawks and set the stage for his dominating career. 15,000 fans stuffed into Allen Fieldhouse to watch the preseason number 1 Jayhawks host Northwestern. Chamberlain was a 7-foot 1-inch tall sophomore out of Philadelphia. Back then, freshmen were not allowed to play varsity basketball, and he towered over the others on the court on this night. But it wasn't just his size that made Chamberlain a dominant player. Legendary Kansas coach Phog Allen said, "He easily has greater possibilities than any player we ever had here. He has coordination, can jump, and can run. He can do anything." And on this night, he did. Wilt scored 52 and grabbed 31 rebounds in his first collegiate game as Kansas won easily 87-69. His 52 points set a new Jayhawks record for points scored in a game that still stands to this day. The Big Dipper would go on to average 30 points and 19 rebounds a game that season, leading Kansas to the national championship game against undefeated and top-ranked North Carolina 3.5 months later. However, in that epic game, the Jayhawks lost 54-53 in triple overtime. Despite being on the losing team, Wilt was named as the NCAA Tournament Most Outstanding Player, a journey that got its start on this day in sports history. Also on this day, in 2000, for the first time ever, 4 NFL running backs rushed for at least 200 yards each on the same day. Denver's Mike Anderson, Cincinnati's Corey Dillon, Tampa Bay's Warwick Dunn, and the New York Jets' Curtis Martin all topped the double-century mark on the ground. And in 2018, for the first time in a decade, a soccer player not named Messi or Ronaldo won the Ballon d'Or as Croatia's Luka Modric won soccer's top individual honor. That's it for today. More tomorrow on This Day in Sports History.
Hey there, sports history fan. This is Arnie Chapman, a.k.a. the Football History Dude. And I hope that you enjoyed this recent episode presented by the Sports History Network and were able to learn some good old-fashioned sports history knowledge nuggets. I started the Sports History Network back in 2020 with the mission to help podcasters find a community of like-minded sports history nerds, as well as helping aspiring podcasters to start their own shows. We have a little bit over 30 shows on the network right now covering all sorts of sports history, but as far as I'm concerned, we're just at the toothpick in the ocean moment, that can't even figure it out because there's so much more coming. We wanted to create the ultimate headquarters for sports yesteryear, starting with Podcast Network and our website, but we're going to continue to move into other mediums as well. And here's the cool part, because we want you to be part of our team. So if you're interested in starting your own podcast, or maybe being a guest on one of our shows, or who knows, maybe even writing an article for us over on the website, seriously, all you got to do is reach out to us on the contact page over at sportshistorynetwork.com. You can be as technologically savvy as a Neanderthal tapping on a stone trying to figure out this whole hieroglyphics thing back in the day. Again, it doesn't matter, because even if you don't understand the whole podcast space, we have a production team that can pretty much help you out with doing everything. All you got to do, head over to sportshistorynetwork.com, head to the contact page, fill it out. That message goes right to me, and I'll reach out to you as soon as I can. But for now, dude, I'm through if you're through.